Are you sick and tired of your game stuttering right when you're about to nail that perfect headshot in Free Fire Max? Yeah, we've all been there, and it's just the worst. But what if I told you that in just the next few minutes, we're going to turn that phone of yours from a laggy, frustrating mess into a smooth, competitive gaming machine?
Well, let's get right to it. So the big question is, why is your game lagging so bad? I mean, really, what's going on? You might think the answer is simple, like, oh, my phone's just not powerful enough. But it's not always that straightforward. Is it really your phone? Or could there be some kind of hidden culprit we can actually fix, like right now? It's time to play detective and figure this out.
All right, Section 1, Diagnosing your lag. Now, before you even think about touching a single setting, you've got to know what you're up against. What's the real enemy here? Are you battling your phone's hardware, or is it a dodgy internet connection? Because look, trying to fix the wrong one is like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. It's just going to make things worse.
Okay, let's break this down. On one side, you've got hardware lag. This is all about your phone itself. Think of it like your phone's brain, the CPU, and its muscles, the GPU and RAM, just not being able to keep up with the action. You'll feel this as that awful stuttering and those sudden FPS drops. Then on the other side, you've got network lag. This is purely your internet connection. You know, when you see other players just teleporting across the screen, that's the classic sign right there. So the big takeaway here is this: don't go blaming your Wi-Fi when it's really your phone's engine that's struggling. And here is your very first pro tip, detective. Seriously, before you do anything else, I want you to jump straight into the game's settings and run that network test. It's right there for you. This one simple check can tell you immediately if your internet is the real problem. And trust me, it's going to save you a whole lot of guesswork. All right, Section 2, In-Game Golden Settings. So, you ran the test and your network's all clear? Fantastic. Now we get to the fun part. We're diving right into the in-game settings to apply what I like to call the golden settings. And these are, by far, the easiest and most impactful changes you can possibly make. Look at this chart. This right here is your secret weapon. If you're on a 2 GB RAM device, you're going to want to set your graphics to smooth. Got a 4 GB device? You can probably push it to standard. But pay close attention to what's the same for both of them. High FPS is switched to high, and shadows are turned completely off. This is the competitive standard, folks. You're prioritizing a buttery smooth frame rate over pretty visuals. And trust me on this, a solid 60 frames per second is going to win you way more games than some cool-looking shadows ever will. No contest.
And this quote from Tech Gaming Pro really just says it all. Don't force high graphics on a budget chip. Smooth graphics with high FPS is the competitive standard. I mean, trying to force max graphics on a budget phone, it's like trying to drive a car with the handbrake pulled up. It's just going to chug and stall and be a terrible experience. Remember, our goal here is smooth, responsive gameplay, not some Hollywood blockbuster movie.
Okay, Section 3, the hidden engine room. So, we've optimized the game itself. Now it's time to get our hands dirty and optimize the phone. We're about to unlock a hidden menu on your Android device called Developer Options. Seriously, think of this as popping the hood on a car and getting to fine-tune the engine for pure, raw performance. This is where the magic happens. Now, you're going to want to follow these steps exactly. First, go into your settings, find About Phone, and just tap on build number 7 times. It really feels like a secret handshake to unlock your phone's true potential. Once you've done that, you'll find the new Developer Options menu in your main settings. In there, you're going to set all the animation scale options to 0.5x or just turn them off entirely. This makes your whole phone feel way snappier. Then, go ahead and enable Force 4x MSAA, we'll talk more about that in a sec. And finally, this one is a real game changer. Set the background process limit to, at most, 2 processes. This basically tells your phone, hey, stop everything else and focus all your power on Free Fire Max.
So what on earth is this Force 4x MSAA setting we just turned on? Well, think of it like a magical sharpener for your game's graphics. You know those jagged, pixelated edges you sometimes see? This smooths all of that out, making everything look much cleaner and just easier to see. Now, it does use a little bit of extra performance, but for spotting enemies far away, that extra clarity can be a huge advantage.
All right, Section 4, the GFX tool debate. Okay, let's talk about something I'm sure you've heard of, maybe even considered using, GFX tools. These are those third-party apps that promise to unlock even more insane performance from your phone. But the big questions are, do they actually work? And maybe more importantly, are they even safe to use? So, which GFX tool is safe for Free Fire Max?
I mean, this is the question, right? It's on everyone's mind because let's be real, using the wrong tool can get your account banned, and nobody wants that. The hard truth is there's no single tool that's 100% safe. So instead of giving you some risky recommendation, I'm going to do something better. I'm going to teach you how to be smart about this and how to evaluate these tools for yourself.
So here it is, your GFX Tools Safety Checklist. If you're going to go down this road, you have to follow these rules. First, only download from trusted sources, like the official App Store. Second, you need to read reviews like a hawk. If you see people reporting bans, just stay away. It's not worth it. Also, and this is a big one, understand that any third-party app carries some risk, period. Absolutely avoid any tool that requires root access. That's a huge red flag. Your safest bet is to prioritize tools that are basically just advanced RAM cleaners, the ones that free up memory, over tools that actually try to modify the game's files.
Okay, Section 5, your winning blueprint. We have covered a lot of ground here, right? From diagnosing the problem all the way to deep system tuning. So now, let's put it all together into a simple, powerful pre-game routine. This is your new blueprint for winning.
So, here's your new pre-game ritual. It's just 4 simple steps. Step 1. Diagnose. Is it your hardware or your network? Step 2. Optimize. Apply those golden settings inside the game. Step 3. Tune up. Jump into your developer options and make sure everything's fine-tuned for performance. And finally, Step 4. Consolidate. Clear your cache and kill all those background apps before you launch the game. I'm telling you, make this a habit and you're going to see a massive difference in your gameplay. I promise.
And that brings us to one last big question. You know, with all these optimizations, you can absolutely squeeze more life and performance out of your current phone. For sure. But as mobile games get bigger, heavier, and even more demanding, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Is the real future of gaming on budget phones, not even on the phone at all? But maybe somewhere up in the cloud. Just something to think about.